So my neighbor Dawn just texted me and says, "Hey Henry, that house on the corner, they're moving. And they just threw a lawnmower out on the curb." So I was like having dinner and I said, "Ooh, let me go get it." Funny thing is, I've never seen them use a lawnmower on this property because their property is all in complete disarray. But either way, I'm gonna go and check it out. So there's a U-Haul truck over there and a pile of shit. How much you want to bet it's an electric lawnmower? Because I've never ever seen them use a lawnmower before. Okay, walking to it. Ooh, it's actually a real gas lawnmower. Honda engine too. I'll definitely take it. That's right. We're gonna walk home before Boba's walk. Look at that front wheel. That front wheel is Dunsky. Whatever, man. Deck looks okay. You can get that Honda engine to run. Has a bag or two. It be alright. Everybody say it to me together. It be alright. Urban vocabulary. Getting shit done. Now we're up to this. Front wheel appears to be bad. It's all twisted and turned to the side. This feels good. It appears to just be a push lawnmower. And it does turn. And it feels pretty good. Now I've never seen this neighbor of mine use this. So, and it's very rusty on the bottom. And there's good oil in it. Doesn't smell like gas. And it has good viscosity. Guarantee you there's no gas in here. Because over the years it probably evaporated. There's a little glistening on the bottom. Definitely not enough gas in there to start it. It is an auto choke and everything else looks to be in order. It's a little rusty, bubbling around the paint. It's a decent mower. Bag, big high wheels in the back. And it only looks like the camber on the right one is a little off center. And this one's completely turned in like that. Other than that, engine sounds okay. What? You want me to lift it up to see the bottom? Your wish is my command. Rusty. Blade is dirty and there's a lot of rust there, but it hasn't rotted through yet. Well, there's a little crack I can sort of see there. Let's take this bad wheel off and see what the problem is. So these Troybilts have a hubcap cover on the front. Just pry it open. It should be a 1/2 inch. 9/16. Wheel seems like it's okay. Has decent tread too. And it's just that thing's bent. Let me show you. I move so you can see better. See how it's just twisted like that? It's just untwisted. So with these Troybilts, just one side. This right side lever controls the front too, and both fronts. And now we got a better look at it. Do we get better access this way? Or this way? This needs to bend up like that and out. Let's try that. It's good to get like a crescent wrench. Like this. by a channel lock. Okay, I think I got it pretty straight. Look at that, that's still spinning. Fixed! Good as new. Except the one on the right seems to be messed up. So when I was trying to figure out why this didn't move very well, I put it to its side like this, and I noticed a big flex. Like that. Lots of play. Very flexible. And then I put my finger here and watch. What on earth? It is rotted to hell. This deck is not worth saving for sure. That. It's all soft. This deck is completely done-ski. Let's see if the engine runs. Just put a little bit of gas in here just to test. This is the kind where the lever goes to choke, and then once you start it, right, it'll slowly move to opening the flap. So, you know, you could tell by the flex. Look at this. Well, sometimes it doesn't appear right away that it's rotted, but once you see the flex, you know there's something under the paint that's bad. All right, what do you guys think? You think with this condition of this mower that it'll start? It is a Honda. So who could have thunk it, huh? As you noticed, it started smooth right away on choke, and then as the choke lever slowly moved by itself to the run position, it started to surge and almost tried to stall, which means the carburetor is a little dirty. Not really dirty, which is super surprising, you know what I mean? So this engine starts and runs great. We need to give it a carburetor clean no matter what. Let's just look at this filter. Be nice if it had a filter. We'll put a filter on here when we decide what to do with it. You know, I do have like a brand new Power Smart lawnmower that had a blown engine on it. I picked it up like last year sometime. Chucked the engine, well, I took it apart and sold the parts on eBay and stuff, but I have a good deck, bagger, everything. A good mower. I mean, it is a Power Smart, but we can put this Honda engine on that in another episode. But for today, I'm going to remove the engine and the wheels because the wheels are in good shape. I'll keep the bagger, maybe that rear end, because I have another Troybilt that's just like this. I got it from Chris, my neighbor. When I was log splitting on his lawn, he gave me his exact mower like this, but he kept the engine and gave me the rest. And the height adjustment on the rear was bad. Well, now I have an entire rear end I could replace with that, you know? Things always come full circle. I love when that happens. In the meantime, I'm gonna take most of this apart. removed all 4 wheels. I removed the rear end also. I could use this. It was easy to take off. Whole rear end's in good shape. Has a good bail handle cable too. Yeah, I mean, I'll use this in the future. I just throw it in the back somewhere behind the shed. Got a good bagger, got 4 new wheels, and I'm gonna chuck this to the curb. I was gonna take the front, but bolts are so rusted I didn't want to bother. So this is going to the curb. This battery took 4 days to charge, from 49% to 100. All right, so this diehard battery is dead ski. Charged it overnight, didn't do anything. So I had no choice, but I put the AGM battery, which I wanted in there. This is a good battery. And I did an extension. So now, instead of it being only reaching here, because the terminal was here, my terminal for the new battery is over here, so I needed to extend it. And it's just a bolt onto a stud that had 2 wires going into it. So I had this red wire with a, crimped loop. Put it right over it, put the bolt on. Solidified this with rubber on the bottom so that it never touches metal, And there's plenty of clearance on top of the battery here. And coated it with rubber all around this terminal. So I basically just extended another terminal, see? It's clean. Also extended this black wire, which goes to my train horns, to the negative. But let's hope it starts now. Hear that? You can tell. Good, strong, solid, crisp cranks. And that's that AGM battery. Love that AGM battery. It's a lot more expensive, but you get like 10 years out of it. Both my Mercedes have AGM batteries. Mercedes batteries, $750, $800 OEM. But then if you go on Rock Auto and buy a Bosch, which is OEM, right? But if you buy from Rock Auto, they deliver to your house for like $430. You know what I mean? That's what I have in that one. So these AGM batteries cost like between $200, $300, $400 for this truck. That group, that size, I think that's only like $200 something. But it'll last you 10 years. Well worth it. I'm done with that interstate stuff. I got to return that and get my money back. Hopefully I'll get my money back. This is only 650 CCA, but honestly, it's going to be just fine. It's an AGM battery. And as you can see, it is charging at 14.4 volts. I've been charging my interstate battery for like 3 days. I've got 60% healthy now and 100% charge. It says good battery. I was about to return this thing too. Maybe I'll put the desulfator on here a little bit more and keep it. Noisy! Of course, work is never done because you guys know Boba. Well, I opened the window here so that he can get fresh air while he's sitting there. Look what he did. Look at that. You're a bad boy, Boba. couple of weeks ago, I sold an electric mower to this guy who worked at Ford of Smithtown. Anyway, he was so happy with the deal, practically got the mower for half off. He says, hey, I work for Smithtown Ford. If you ever need anything, let me know. And this is what happened. So I'm gonna meet him at the church in about 20 minutes. Hopefully we'll get $225 for it, and I'll have cleared out my garage a little bit. So he's like appreciative of it, and so he says, oh, I work at Smithtown Ford. If you ever need anything, let me know. And I'm like, well, actually, sketchy here, I bought with only one key. I bought another key, recut it, and I tried to program it myself, but all it does is unlock and lock the car. You stick the key in the ignition, it won't start because it has to be programmed. So he's like, I can help you out with that. So he took my number down, and I should go there sometime between 9 and 4, whatever, and he'll hook me up. And I'm like, what do you mean hook me up? He said, don't worry, I'll take care of it. I'm like, awesome. So today I'm over here at Smithtown Ford. He gives his boy a call over at this Lincoln Mercury dealer, which I'm gonna pull into, and he says just honk the horn and Miguel will program your key for you. Just throw him 20 bucks. Let's see what happens. The service is usually like $180 or something like that, you know? Let's see what happens. Ooh, I'm back here. I'm gonna blow the horn. I guess I'm gonna wait for a guy named Miguel. Yeah, okay, so it didn't work because I have this fancy key that I bought aftermarket, right? I had it cut, but the chip, it does not match the same chip as the OEM kind of Ford key. I have to get like a simple Ford key. So he wasn't able to do it. I appreciate the guy's time. You know, these guys get paid like $200, $250 an hour, you know, and he wasted some time trying to get this done for me. I mean, and I had to drive over here too, but oh well, on to the next thing. Gonna have to fix that screen now. Went to Home Depot, picked up some screen material. Of course, I can't figure out how to take the screen off. It doesn't look like it can. Do I have to do it while it's on there? There we go. Like brand new. This roll is good enough for like 20 of those. This is meant for a big screen door for your French screen in the backyard. This was $11.95. And I had this from the last time I did it. You have to buy the tool, the rolling tool, and the black wick thing. So let's see how long this lasts. I think I scolded him enough not to mess with it, so maybe it'll last a while. So stay tuned for the episode on putting that Honda engine on a Power Smart deck. You can see where Boba's been peeing. I haven't mowed this backyard since the last time I mowed it with the Troybilt that I just put together. But I've never actually used the RER 1000 Craftsman rear engine rider. Let's try that today. This is the time of season where there's dandelions everywhere. So I've been pulling dandelions for the past few days. What a mess of a backyard. Yeah, so I tried the Troybilt last time to mow the yard for the first time. Let's try this RER, huh? Let's see if it starts up. Been sitting here for about a week. There's no safety switches. Should just start. Choking. No safety switches. Honestly, it's kind of ass. When it has a load on, and you engage the PTO, you barely know if it's on or not. That PTO cable's got to be tightened or something like that, because I feel like the blades aren't moving very fast. I mean, it did cut it like okay, but once you have a load on it, it sputters and stuff, backfires. I don't know if I could sell it that way. Remember, this had a steering problem when we got it. Now it's like butter. And I will say, the turning radius on this is amazing. You can turn on a dime with this. The steering is really good. But this engine blows. The variable drive system on this blows. The design of the PTO engagement cable, that all blows. Surprised they even want $2,000 brand new for this piece of junk. Now this thing's got power. I guess it mowed the lawn okay though. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Getting shit done, walking my dog, and picking up another mower. Figured out that we got a pretty good Honda engine. Mowed my lawn, fixed my screen, and unsuccessfully tried to program a new key for my Ford. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.